are you satisfied with what you heard today, sir?
Yeah, and I just encourage the media not to forget about British Columbia. We still got a lot going on with the flooding.
Right.
We got to make sure we get the dike infrastructure, support for farmers. There is so much happening in my province, and we got to keep our focus on that.
Definitely.
You guys have a great day, and I wish you a wonderful
on the meeting
evening.
today, do you think this settles questions about Mr. O'Toole's leadership?
Well, the meeting's still going on, and things are looking good, and we got a lot of work to do. We have barely had any parliament in 6 months. We got to get focused on the things that Canadians care about. Right, like we got to talk about inflation, the cost of housing. Man, like my assessment in my neighborhood in Abbotsford went up 46%. How does a young graduate afford a house today? How does someone that makes a six-figure income afford a house today?
Right.
The Canadian dream is being taken away by a lot of young people. And if Parliament's not focused on that, I think we're going to be debating C8 next week. That's what all Canadians want us to be talking about. How the government spending, a third of which outlined by the Parliamentary Budget Officer, has nothing to do with COVID. What's the impact on our long-term finances and the well-being of Canadians who are going to be left to pay that debt in the future? Those are the questions that need to be answered right now, and that's what the Conservative Party's focusing on.
And obviously, top of mind, the protest this weekend. Any thoughts on that, sir?
I will say one thing about the protesters.
Sure.
You know, Canadians don't know where to turn right now. And I think the Ottawa media, the establishment media, has been looking for controversies with some of these truckers. They're trying to find all the bad things that someone might have said on social media. But you know what? There's a lot of people that are coming to Ottawa who don't know what else to do.
Right.
Because their lives have been impacted just as much as mine and yours the last 2 years. And they're trying to find a constructive way to let people know, hey, I'm not okay with what's happening. I'm not okay with everything the government's doing. And you know what? If they want to drive across the country, I think that's actually a really healthy way to demonstrate what you feel about something. And that should be encouraged.
Absolutely, but are you concerned in any way about more extremist elements who are attempting to hijack that legitimate protest? Is that not cause for any concern?
Well, you know what? That's something that is a part of any protest movement.
But we don't normally get death threats, sir.
Well, I can tell you, I didn't normally get death threats until I became a member of Parliament.
Right. But is that normal? Does that constitute normal today? Is that acceptable?
Well,
in your view?
You know what? That's a good question. What constitutes normal today? All I can say is that the large majority of people coming here are trying to find a constructive way to let their voices be heard, and we need to focus on that. And I trust all of our public authorities here in Ottawa are going to take all the necessary precautions to make sure that it's peaceful. And I know the organizers want to have a peaceful protest too. Thank you guys.
Are you satisfied with what you heard today?
We had a good meeting.
Yeah. Do you think this settles the questions surrounding Mr. O'Toole's leadership?
Yeah, like there's lots of discussion, and we have a good meeting. I have to leave a little early. It's still going on, but
do you think this is enough to settle kind of the internal challenges that he's facing?
You know what? We've got a good, strong caucus. We've been through challenges before. We're going to get through this.
What do you plan to do?